What's going on? It's your girl Shantae C checking in for a brand new Tea and Things. We're a little somber tonight, but I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We're here back in the building. We're going to get into some of the celebrity tea, guys, and for sure some things, okay?
Yes.
We're going to start out. We're going to shout out our sponsor here, Lucky Coin. If you have a small business you want to grow, hit us up and we'll get you in touch.
Yes. So what's going on in
All
the
right.
world of celebs,
Well,
girl?
first, I want to start with some condolences.
Okay.
I know I feel like it's always that, right?
Oh,
Like,
man.
Lord, we're always there. But I want to have a condolence to Muntambo and his family. And it's very sad. He passed of brain cancer. Funny, because I saw him last year at the Hawks game, and I mentioned to somebody, I wonder if he's a little sick because he didn't seem like he was moving like himself,
Yeah.
But what a very nice guy. Met him personally many times. At the Hawks games, of course. He actually played for the Hawks from 1996 to 2001, and he always came and supported the guys, and I thought that was, I always think when you go back to where you played,
Where you came from.
yeah, and support, I always think that that's really good. I'm not a celebrity or nothing, but as I've grown throughout my career, I've send things back to where I came from.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
and he was always at the games, always supporting, and a really nice guy. So my heart goes out to his wife, very nice lady, his family, his kids. That's sad.
Yeah,
Really
anytime
sad.
you're losing a family member, it's sad. And um so I really hate that, and it hits home when you've come into encountering someone who seems to be extremely nice every time you meet them.
Every time. I've never seen him like turned up, because he's tall, he's big, and everybody's like, I want a picture. I've never seen him turn down pictures or anything like that with a nice guy.
Yeah.
And so let's keep them in our prayers, because to lose people is just horrible and hard.
Yeah, James Amos passed away.
Really, I didn't know that. Guys, I've been in Europe for the last week. I am fresh back as of yesterday. So mentally, I'm on a different time zone.
I know. And I was like, when she told me where she was going, I was like, oh, I am so jealous right now, people. So, we want to know all about her trip.
I'll post pictures on Tea and Things, so you guys can
yes.
take a look. Visited Amsterdam, Portugal, Porto, not Final Destination, Atlanta, but came in from Paris on yesterday. So, yeah, and happy to be here.
Yes, so we're glad that she traveled safely, especially because she missed all the bad weather.
I missed all the bad weather,
but she did text me and ask me, was her house okay?
And I got a 5-minute tip for you guys at the end. I did ask if my house okay. Yeah, I did. Because a tree fell on my niece's house. She's in Augusta, but still, I'm like, am I coming home to like crazy?
And I was like, no, we're not flooded over here. So she was like, okay.
Lord. Okay, so like moving on. This has been. I was reading this while I was traveling through Europe, and Beyonce wins zero for the People's Choice Country Awards. She won nothing.
Oh, you already knew that. They was boycotting her from the moment
I thought that,
they like,
I thought this ain't Texas would have made it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it would have made it.
No, they like
made it in my B. You got that in my category.
No, they're like, no, ma'am, no way, no how. You are not country.
I know, but they're saying she may get some Grammys or at least nominated for that album. But I mean, you want it to be in that category, right?
They're like, was she?
Okay, so like if I was a hip hop artist, if I was a hardcore rapper, I wouldn't want to win in a jazz thing, right? I would want to win in that category, right? So she got something in the
Look,
country.
look, look.
They
Just
didn't
because,
care that she was a
look,
billionaire
they
and
like just because you put out an album does not mean that you win.
they didn't care she was a billionaire.
They said, almost does not count. You are not a country artist, sis.
Lord have mercy.
Look, the country music scene has spoken.
Yeah, it actually has.
They have
And it
spoken.
shows that it doesn't matter how much money and how powerful you are.
Or
See,
you think you are.
that's in our community that
That means
that
something.
that money walks.
Money walks, BS talks. Yeah, they like you ain't true to the culture.
For sure.
They're like, just because you wore some cowboy boots one time with some rhinestones on it does not make you country, girl. Anyway, let me stop before the beehive.
Oh yeah, I love you, B.
Yeah.
Me and Shantae was at your concert, girl.
Right.
We had great seats, okay?
Yeah, we did.
And Blue Ivy did her little thing.
Well, actually, Nia had great seats. My seats was they were kind of to the side, but I was very, very close.
Hold on, let's go there. They sold you great seats. Okay.
They did, but Beyonce's stage did not allow.
Stage did not line up with what was sold, so you should have got some damn money back.
That part. Because I was struggling trying to see. Okay.
Yep, and Lord, the Wings Falcons pulled it off to the Saints on the last second.
On the last,
our producer, y'all. I'm a Saints fan, by the way. Actually, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but whatever. I don't really like football, but Hawks, I go for y'all.
Listen. That game was so good, y'all.
Everybody said it.
I actually stayed and watched the entire game, and I was calling the plays. I was calling the plays. I was like, listen, this is what needs to happen, guys. We need an interception right now, okay? Don't you fumble that ball. And then I told him, I said, you better not lose this game in the last 30 seconds. Don't you do it. I was talking to them the whole time. They heard my pep talk through the TV.
Lord, and
so it was a heart-stopping game, but we pulled it through.
And moving on, guys. So Wendy Williams, yeah.
Okay.
Wendy Williams has decided she want to say some stuff about Diddy. Okay.
And
she's letting everybody know that she called it years ago about Diddy, and no one was listening. and I like that she said that. You know why? Because a lot of these people that's like, oh no, I didn't do a Diddy party. Oh no, Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. Back then was all Diddy. Nobody called nothing on him.
Yeah.
Until now. So Wendy's saying, no, she did call it years ago about Diddy. So what y'all got to say about Wendy?
No, I mean,
like that Wendy's sick and she's speaking up.
I think that Wendy Williams, as much of a shit talker as she is, I do not feel like she would intentionally lie, especially considering that she is a reporter. Although a gossip reporter, I don't feel like she would make up some salacious lie at this point. I mean, I'm interested to see what she gonna say because I believe she gonna keep it 100. Unlike so many people.
And there's been a lot of, so I think I talked about this last week, that I was ordering Kim Porter's books out.
Yes.
I have ordered it. I have not received it yet. I can't wait. I'm dying. I will take that book and fly to the beach and turn my phone off so I can have a good read with no
distractions.
No distractions, because I want to read that shit.
Oh my God.
That's how I was when Superhead book came. Y'all remember Superhead?
Oh my God.
Way back in the day, my cousin told me, you got to read it. I was like, girl, I'm getting it. Girl, I flew to a beach. I couldn't put that book down.
You was like, what happened?
For 2 days. I was with my hubby back then, and he was like, put the damn book down. And I was like, hell no. Right. Ain't gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
Crazy. Well, we are gonna move into our topic of the day, guys. Unless you got something to say, you got some celebrity news you want to share?
Some
Because I've been
celebrity.
gone, so I can tell y'all about stuff in Europe, but I've been away from the states
Oh
and
my
all their
gosh.
mess.
Oh
Ugh.
my gosh. No, I don't have any additional celebrity news to spill in this moment.
Okay.
So we will jump into our topic. So why um oh, I'm sorry. I'm like all over the place here. My stomach started hurting right
Oh
then.
God, you need to go to Europe, girl. You can eat all you want, no stomach problems. Food, no pesticides, all clean.
Oh my, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah, yeah. I felt amazing.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Tell us what our topic is today. Why are you so incredibly ungrateful?
Mhm.
So, I find that when you have really good friends, sometimes they expect that you should do certain things for them, and so a lot of times, at least for me, I know I go out of my way to try to make my friends happy, right? I try to go out of my way to make it easy for them to do stuff. I try to go out of my way to make sure that I'm always supporting them. I try to make sure that I'm being the type of friend that I want them to be to me,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And then it's a slap in the face when that is not reciprocated. When these people are being extremely ungrateful and they do not reciprocate what you're putting out there. So what you put out, you're not getting back in. So the energy that you're putting out there, you ain't getting that energy back.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, well, yeah, for sure, what you're saying. But I feel like people are so ungrateful that you do something nice for them and go out of your way to do something, and it's kind of like, oh,
Never
like,
mind.
yeah, like, never mind when I just went through all of this to do this for you because this is what you said you wanted and you were gonna do. Or even so, like, I try to make sure I'm always a good person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's shown by God. I'm extremely blessed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, extremely blessed. Okay.
And not to say that you don't do things just so you can get things in
Right.
return,
No, but
but
when you're a good person, you do get blessed for being a good person.
mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, I try to do right by people, even if I'm not even around. Like, even just now, when I was going to Europe, I had friends coming in town for the Saints in Atlanta game. I went out of my way, used my hookups to make sure they had tickets and good seats. When I could have just took myself out the equation. I didn't have to do that.
Right.
So it is frustrating when people don't show gratefulness. However, my friends that I got the tickets for did show gratefulness, but you know.
Right. You just want to make sure. And my thing is like, in these situations, how do you deal with it? Like, so it's two parts, because it's an internal. You feel internally betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
You feel internally hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have the right to feel that way? You know what I'm saying? Because people don't have to be grateful. They don't have to. Just because you did this thing for them doesn't mean that they have to turn around and do and reciprocate what you put out there. But you would hope that in a friendship,
Mm-hmm.
that it would go both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then how do you reconcile how you feel based on what they did? Like,
Right.
what types of things do you do to cope with that? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, do you just completely cut them off? Do they deserve to be cut off?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the older I get, the more I'm not trying to really deal with people that is got a bad spirit, or not even. I'm not gonna say bad spirit. That just do selfish things. That's just a
Yeah.
fucked up person. I just gotta take it there. Like
Yeah.
that's just a fucked up person because I just don't want to condone that behavior. There's just certain things you don't do, and you just don't. Like try to do right by people. Period.
Yeah, I will agree. I do feel that my tolerance level is way, well, no, actually, I think my tolerance level is way up from when I was younger, because back when I was younger and somebody would, do me wrong, I basically wouldn't even give them the opportunity to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
You just wouldn't hear from me ever again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now, unfortunately, I do feel like I give people the opportunity to speak on what it is, because, you know, over the years, in losing different relationships with people,
Mm-hmm.
I've I've found that, years later, you realize it's way more than what you originally envisioned. But I do not like the BS. So I'm more apt to say how I feel rather than to shy away and just not speak on it at all. So I feel like in the back in the day, I would just ghost you. But
Okay.
but now I feel like if you piss me off, oh, you gonna hear about it. I ain't gonna let it go.
Mm, mm, mm,
And I
mm.
wanna know why you did it.
Yeah, I definitely like the wise, but I know me, and I know I could be a little
Ah,
because it take. Here's the thing: it take a lot to bring me there, and when you bring me there, I'm
I'm
like,
there.
boom, let's do it, let's
I'm
go, let's go, and you don't want to get that side of me. You don't want to get that side of me. So for now, I just kind of step away, give myself some space, some time to think, and then we can talk about it. But I'm just kind of like really not even really wanting to deal with people that's just doing messed up stuff. I mean, what do you like? Whatever. Like your mouth is like king, and you can talk to people or tell people anything. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Like if they're, like you can tell people anything. Like, oh, I really, I know you wanted to come in town this weekend, but I really don't want you to stay at my place because it's gonna be full or whatever. But you don't never like not use your mouth and lead people in the wrong direction because you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I think we're old
And
enough at this
it's
point.
and then it gets explosive and crazy and you're looking crazy. Like
And I think at this point in our lives, and I mean, neither one of us are in our 30s anymore. You know what I'm saying? So,
Shantae, don't tell. I'm still 30, girl.
look, me too. Look, check the skin. um, so I would say that, the 30-year-old Shantae is so different from the 40 something year old Shantae, where, you know, I ain't gonna put up with, if I think that you're doing me wrong, or if I think that it's not kosher, I'm gonna speak on it. And I expect that I deserve an answer because of who I am and what I know that I have brought to the table.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Um, it's kind of hard to just like, it's hard for me, at least. It's hard for me to let it go, but
And
I'm working on it.
I'm doing good by taking space. And then I could come and talk to you when you're ready or I'm ready or we're both ready, but it's not good for me right then and there because I just don't do people messed up. You know what I'm saying? I try to like be a person of my word, the best that I can. And if I can't fulfill something, I let
Hmm.
people know.
Yeah, and I think communication is always key. And I know that we speak on the communication piece a lot, but I feel like in our culture, we have a difficult time expressing ourselves in a calm, civil way that doesn't turn into some type of blow up. So I think that's why we keep rehashing this communication piece of it, because it's healthy to communicate, and it's okay if you don't agree, and it's okay if we don't get to the answer the same way, as long as we're doing it in a respectful way. And I just want to make sure that we're always promoting the fact that you can have these conversations and not have to be taken to a whole nother level,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
For sure.
But I think what happens is, in the heat of the moment, we're very passionate people.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it extremely hard for us to not speak on it in a way that could potentially be a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And I think, and here's the other part, which is what got Diddy in this mess right now that he's in today.
Oh God.
You need to have people around you that call you out
Oh
when you're
yeah.
being a fucked up person. And I'm that
Yeah.
person. I'm gonna call you out every time. Period.
Dose.
And a lot of people don't have people around them that's calling them out and letting them know and telling them, man, you was wrong.
There's
You
too
was
many.
wrong.
There's too many yes
That
people.
wasn't good. And I don't like to keep those kind of people around me.
Yeah, it's too many
Like
yes
too many
people.
yeses. You know.
Cause I know, I mean, me and Neil, we bounce things off of each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, this is what I said, this is what I did, and what do you think? Like, it should be like, you could have probably said that a little bit better, or you could have probably did that a little bit better. And she tries to keep it 100 with me, and I try to keep it 100 with her. I don't think that there's ever a time that it now. If I agree, now I am gonna agree wholeheartedly. But if I disagree, I'm gonna disagree with love. And I think that's what we got to start learning. It's like, your friends can disagree with you. They could tell you, there's different ways to think about it, just as long as we're disagreeing in love. So that's one
Yeah,
thing.
but I think if somebody's doing something that's not right, not cool, not good, not ethical, you need to let them know. If they're really your friend or family or
Yeah.
whatever, and you wouldn't end up in where Diddy is now. Maybe somebody would
Yeah.
have let him know, man, you shouldn't hit no woman like that. You shouldn't do that. He wouldn't be where he's at right now. Well, he did a lot of other stuff, but still.
Yeah.
But that was the video that put the icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's what started all this whirlwind of problems.
And I'm glad these judges ain't playing with it no more.
But
I'm glad these judges not playing
yeah,
with it
they
no
they
more.
not
They
letting
not, and I'm glad.
they not letting nothing slide.
Thank you.
Oh man, and this is so off subject, but did you what you weren't here, but they repealed the heartbeat bill in Georgia.
Oh, okay. You'll have to tell me about that. We'll have to talk about it next week.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll definitely touch on that, but that bill was repealed a few days ago. I'm sure they're gonna try to, dispute and take it to the Supreme
Yeah, I
Court or
think we should
whatever.
discuss
But
it next week
yeah,
because I don't know enough about it to even
yeah,
comment on it, and we'll put that on
yeah. So I definitely think that that's crazy. I think that all the stuff that happened with Diddy is just ridiculous. Um,
and
it's
people need to stop being messed up, doing messed up stuff. I mean, because you're not your own blessings when you're being a messed up person.
Yeah,
Effed up.
yeah. That's that's the whole thing. That's what karma is all about. What you put out there is what you get back. So it's like, people are always like, don't put that vibe, don't put that energy out there. You want to put energy out there that permeates, positivity and love. And I know a lot of people be like, oh, that's so extra, that's so this, that's so that. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, that's true, Dante.
Oh, get ready for it to be challenged in the Supreme Court. I hear
Yeah,
you. I
yeah,
know. I've been going, so I gotta.
yeah. She gotta see.
Jesus, Diddy got 120 new allegations. See, if he would have had a good friend around him back then,
Yeah,
he wouldn't be so messed up right now.
yeah, and that is for certain.
For sure. For sure. So if you around me and you my friend and you doing just
Crazy stuff.
just just stuff that's just wrong,
Just
just
wait.
wrong as a human. I'm gonna check you. Period.
And don't be mad about it.
Yeah, don't be mad. It's all
Like,
love.
the thing is like, take it for what it's worth.
Right. Dante says some of which involve children. Yeah, that's why I feel like him and everybody around him need to go. If you was a yes sir because he had money,
Yeah.
then you need to go too. If saying if
I was-
Shantae know I'm gonna murder somebody and she don't say shit,
Yeah.
she's just as guilty.
I am not just as guilty. Okay, this is not the Menendez trial. By the way, if you have not seen this Netflix special on the Menendez brothers,
Oh, I want to watch it. Is that the monsters?
it is.
Is that the monsters? Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I don't think I need to watch it
crazy.
right now because y'all, I got some stuff going on. A lot. Keep me in your prayers too. But
It is.
I need a little minute before I can watch that
You're gonna need a long minute before you watch that. I just finished watching it.
because I'm already got a lot going on.
Let me just say this. If you don't want graphic details of,
I mean, I watch shows like that. I like them. I'm just saying, like, I have
it's
a lot going on
it's
right
a
now.
lot, very emotional.
And my travel schedule is crazy. I just got back from Europe yesterday. I'll be leaving for Vegas Friday. I just got a lot. I just got a lot. So I just got to wait so I could process it.
Yeah, it was a little too much for me. I was like, I think that this one is a little bit too much for me. But
yeah, it's crazy.
Anyways, we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. So maybe.
And I'm going to give y'all my tip.
All right. What's up?
Okay. So I have never been, when AirTag first came out.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of it. I'm thinking, no.
You don't want nobody tracking you?
No, I don't. I'm not a fan of it. I don't believe in tracking people or whatever. But because of other people I know that travel
a lot
and out the country, they mentioned to me, about the AirTag and that their bag was lost, and this is how they found it. The airline didn't even find it. So I did go ahead and purchase the AirTag. I'm obsessed.
Oh my God.
I love it. I'm going to speak on it. It is a phenomenal product to use if you're using it in the right way. Now, ladies, I'm not going to say drop it in your man's car because it will work. I'm not saying that.
Oh my God. Just turn the tracker on if it's that serious.
Yeah. Well, no, because in order to track on your phone, that person, you got to be tracking each other or following or something.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay. Show me some stuff.
Look, no, you don't.
Girl, show me some stuff about that, okay? But anyway, long story short, my bags did get lost in Amsterdam.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was in Portugal.
Oh.
So I was able to, Delta was trying to find the bags, and they have a lot of flights going in and out and everything. And then, of course, I'm booked on Delta, but I'm on a KLM. I'm on a sister flight, an international flight. So they're trying to find my bag, but I was able to pinpoint that bag right to the Amsterdam airport. So
they were able to
locate my bag. And then they were able to get my bag over to Portugal, and I could see it. I could see when it hit the plane. I could, the little air will sit right on top of the plane.
So you could see all the little how it was going.
I saw it in transport. And for
very
that,
cool.
I'm obsessed. So I will say, y'all, the AirPod is a good. I think I paid like $30 for it, or $26.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
Yeah, it is a good product to have. And
it goes with your Apple phone that you hate so much.
And it goes with my Apple phone I hate so much. But also, oh my God, and I think this was so cool. I my company, I run a Georgia market of my company, but we transport millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of inventory.
Girl, don't
So
tell everybody that.
no, but now we're gonna drop that AirPod in there.
That air tag, Lord.
AirPod.
She gonna drop an AirPod in
We're
there.
gonna drop that
I don't know what the
AirPod
AirPod gonna do.
We'll see it in transport. So come if you want to.
That part.
Well, it comes a long way, and they got different ports and borders they got to go through. So it'll be hard for them to catch me and rob me. And by the time I hit my shop, it's already moved out the door.
That part. Well, that is our time, guys. We definitely appreciate everybody checking in, tune in. Make sure you hit the replay. And if you are on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe because we love to send you guys new content. Also, guys, like I was telling you guys last week, I am currently in production for my new television show Beechwood Falls, so I'll definitely have to make sure that we get some of our actors to come on and talk on the podcast about their experience and what they did and their characters and roles, and we could just go from there. I think it'll be a good time. So love everybody and thank you for tuning in.
All right, peace. See you next Wednesday.